Every 4 years, the world stops to watch. The FIFA World Cup. Billions of fans cheer for their nations. Brazil, Argentina, France, and England take the spotlight. But one question continues to haunt millions of Indian football fans. Where is India? How can a country with more than 1.4 billion people still fail to play in the FIFA World Cup? The answer is not simple. It is a story of missed opportunities, poor infrastructure, tough competition, and a nation that chose another sport over football. But before we talk about the future, we must go back to the biggest myth in Indian football history, the 1950 FIFA World Cup. In 1950, India had a chance to play in the FIFA World Cup. Several teams withdrew from the tournament, and India received an opportunity to participate. But the team never traveled to Brazil. Many people believe it was because Indian players preferred playing barefoot, but historians say the truth is more complicated. Travel expenses, a lack of preparation, administrative decisions, and the All India Football Federation giving higher priority to the Olympics all played a role. Whatever the exact reason, India missed a historic opportunity. It remains one of the biggest what-if moments in Indian football history. After missing the 1950 World Cup, Indian football slowly lost its momentum. At the same time, cricket was becoming the nation's biggest passion. Historic victories, legendary players, massive investments, and constant media attention turned cricket into India's #1 sport. Stadiums filled with cricket fans, sponsors poured in billions, and young athletes dreamed of becoming the next cricket superstar. Meanwhile, football received far less funding, fewer quality facilities, and limited opportunities. As cricket reached new heights, Indian football struggled to keep up. One of the biggest reasons India's struggles in football is the lack of strong infrastructure. In many parts of the country, talented young players don't have access to quality football academies, trained coaches, or proper grounds. Many dream of becoming professional footballers, but their journey ends before it even begins, because the opportunities simply aren't there. In countries like Spain, Germany, and Brazil, children are trained from a very young age in world-class academies. India is improving, but there is still a long way to go before it can consistently produce players capable of competing at the highest level. A strong national team is built on a strong domestic league. While India's football leagues have improved over the years, they still cannot compete with the world's top football competitions. Many young players don't get enough high-level matches to develop their skills. Clubs often have limited budgets, fewer world-class coaches, and less competitive environments. In contrast, countries like Spain, England, Germany, and Brazil produce talented players through highly competitive leagues. Until India's domestic football system becomes stronger, qualifying for the FIFA World Cup will remain a huge challenge. Even if India improves its football system, qualifying for the FIFA World Cup is still an enormous challenge. To reach the tournament, India must first survive the Asian qualifiers, where some of the continent's strongest football nations compete. Teams like Japan, South Korea, Iran, Australia, and Saudi Arabia have spent decades building world-class football programs. Their players compete in top leagues across Europe and gain experience at the highest level. India has improved in recent years, but the gap in quality, experience, and consistency remains significant. Closing that gap will take time, patience, and long-term investment. Despite all these challenges, the future of Indian football is brighter than ever. More children are choosing football. New academies are opening, and the Indian Super League has helped the sport grow across the country. Young Indian players are getting better coaching and more opportunities than previous generations. But qualifying for the FIFA World Cup won't happen overnight. It will require patience, investment, better infrastructure, and long-term planning. If India continues moving in the right direction, the dream of seeing the Indian flag on football's biggest stage may finally become a reality. The journey is difficult, but the dream is still alive.
Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.